Hello everyone, this is Acid Roots. We've got a brand new Game Boy game, and that is Wario Blast. So the reason why I picked this game was because I felt, the Game Boy is an overlooked machine, and most people can sum this system up with two words, and that's Pokemon Zelda. And I feel like, as far as that's concerned, there is way more to this, especially considering, it lasted for 10 years for a reason. And so I'm gonna bring out a bunch of these games, and this is definitely one of them. This came out in the early mid 90s, and it was kind of a big it was a good look for both Bomberman and Wario. We'll talk about Bomberman first. Bomberman, you've been able to play 4-player games with him since the 80s, I think. I don't know when the first Bomberman came out, but the Nintendo, there was a game called just Bomberman, and you could play with 3 other people. There were sequels for the Super Nintendo, and even more sequels in Japan, and you could play with 4 and even 5 people. So it was a good look for him, just because this screen that you're seeing is basically what you would be doing in multiplayer for Bomberman. So you've got 3 other people to fight, you get the power-ups, you win. There's bomb, there's explosion, which gives you more power, speed, kick, and so on. But Wario, on the other hand, this guy, he came out of nowhere off of 6 golden coins, and then he got his own game, and then he happened to be in this game. So this is pretty good, just because I can see Wario kind of being like a bully almost. And it feels, Bomberman is not the most buff person, so it almost feels as if he could bully Bomberman or something. There really isn't a story to this. I don't know why these two are fighting, and we just have no clue as to what caused what made them not like each other. But it's just a good game. It's better than just having a standard robot for an opponent. And, naturally I have played this game before. So I knew about this game. I actually knew someone who had this game. I never actually owned it myself, but then again, this game did not get a lot of publicity. It's kind of an overlooked game. And, due to the swarm of stuff that was coming out for the Game Boy, you just weren't able, you may not have really known about it. But, and for example, the Game Boy was always kind of like a ignored machine, just because in '94 there wasn't really a game that people had to have for it. If you take a video game chart from like September 1993 or June of 1994 or May of 1995, it just wouldn't have many games that just were bestsellers. So I would naturally think 6 Golden Coins is probably the best-selling game. That and Tetris. But, there just weren't a ton of them. So, yeah, I did play this game, and I actually beat it. It's one thing you may or may not know. I'm gonna do a part 2 of this and so on, but you will be able to see what I'm thinking. So, I played this game, last time I played this game was about 14 years ago. And, yeah. So we'll save that for part 2, and you'll see more. These are going to be fun. I'm going to do them in small bunches.